Good afternoon, folks. This is Bob out here at Serenity Hill. Thought I'd show you, do a little something different for you today. I'm recording as I'm driving down the road here. At least I hope I am. This is a little road that goes into our place. We just passed our neighbors. So here we are out at Serenity Hill, driving our way there anyways. This is a little road that we live on. It's a third of a mile to our house. It's a little place here. There's a clearing comes up here just at the east edge of our property. I have to kind of slow down and watch here because a lot of times there's deer that come bounding across that clearing to get to the woods on the other side of the road here. But this is where we live. Now, you've heard me talk before about how our driveway is it's not straight, it's curved. And believe it or not, we're up close to the house, or pulling onto our property, and you can't see a house. Well, that's on purpose. The drive's got a couple little curves in it, a little one there. You can see my sad little tractor there, and my kiln in the distance there. There's my kiln, my old project truck that I haven't touched since I've been working on the house. And then we make the turn, and boom, there's the house. So I just wanted to show you that's the front of it is finished. I've got all the cordwood on the outside done. I just finished the cordwood on the inside above the windows. I painted the window box on the kitchen. And part of the reason why I'm driving up to this place is because I had to go to town and get me some silicone or caulk so I could put my window in the kitchen. Okay, this is weird. This is really weird. You see that? I mean, the sun is out. It's bright as can be. Well, it was. Hotter than blazes. And then, all of a sudden, this. I swear the temperature has dropped 20 degrees in just the past minute. And that rain is really coming down. This is just some of the most bizarre weather I have ever seen in my life. I mean, look at the way the wind is blowing the trees. Oh my goodness. Boy, it feels nice. It's even enough that my it almost blew enough for that to start singing. Wow. This is really, really bizarre. All right. Well, I hope you like that video of driving up to the house. I said it's kind of neat seeing it all finished there. You see the tarp back there. That's the cover for an easy up. Because starting it from about 11:30 or so until about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, the sun comes down pretty hard right there, and that's where I'm going to be starting to work next. So, what do you think of that rain video that I shared? That just came out of the blue. I was working this afternoon, and all of a sudden it just started raining. But yeah, cordwood all the way up to the top, and then I'll show you what I did on the inside here. Oh, I did another thing. I'll see if it shows up very well or not. Might not show up behind me there because of the sun. I mounted my Starlink up on the eave of the house, and with it sitting up high like that, it has a clear, unobstructed view of the sky. And man, my internet situation has really gotten nice. Best internet I've had since we were in town and we had cable internet. All right. Whew. It's hot. Heat indexes have been, oh, let's see, above 110, 115, 116. It's been pretty brutal. But I've been out here doing some work when I can. You hear the fan in the background. See, what I did back here in the living room area, I thought I'd save myself some time when I was building those walls there, and I didn't finish all the way across the top. You can see on the one section over here what I did, and then the rest of it I thought, well, I'll just save myself some time. I didn't finish up there. But I decided here in the dining room and the kitchen area that I would go ahead and finish, reason being, these kitchen walls are going to have cabinets over them. And I thought, you know, if I don't finish it now and wait, the top of the cabinets is going to be up there. And it's going to interfere with putting cordwood in. I really didn't want to be working over the cabinets. So I thought, well, this would be a good time to finish it up. I've got my window box sanded and painted. And what I do before I paint my window boxes is I go through with some wood putty and fill in my screws and any gaps between the two boards, any gaps in the corners, any knots that need to be filled. I'll go ahead and fill those and sand it. I do an 80 grit on the surface, and then I do a 120 when I sand it, and then just for good measure, so my paint's nice and smooth, I finish off with a 220 grit. This has got one coat on it. I think I'm going to go ahead. It's dried. It's good and dry now with the heat. I'm going to go ahead and put a second coat on there before I put my window in. And I'm going ahead and put my windows in because right now I've got them in the area that's going to be our closet, just leaning up against the wall. And I figure they're safer in the wall than they are leaning up against the wall. So that's where we are right now. Again, it's hotter than blazes. So I'm going to go ahead and I think put another coat of paint on that window. And I'll have to let it dry, and then I'll have to get my ladders and my scaffold set up in place so I can reach that window. So I guess that'll be a morning task, because it's almost 5 o'clock in the evening right now. Plenty to do around here, that's for sure. One of the things that I did while I was in town is I went ahead and took my gas tanks and filled them up, both for my chainsaw and the pressure washer. I've got a stack of logs here, and I've got some smaller ones over there by, can't see them for the weeds, for you know, some of the smaller ones about that big around and a little bigger that I got to be cleared off. And so I got logs to cover, to peel, and then next week, after it's cooled off a little bit, I'm going to go out and cut some more trees down. I was going to do that this week, but I looked at the forecast, and the day I was going to go out, the temperature was supposed to be 101 degrees, and next week it's going to be down 82 and 83 degrees. So I thought, you know, I got plenty of things to do around here. I'd much rather cut trees when it's 82 degrees than 102 with a heat index of 116 or 118. So it's been pretty brutal. I sweat through a couple shirts a day, and go through a lot of Gatorade and a lot of water. But yeah, I just try to stay out of the sun as much as I can. That's why I put that tarp up where I'm going to be working on that next wall section. And I thought while I've got you on here, I'd go ahead and meander down here to where my kiln is. Sorry about the sun. I can't help that. Whew! Mercy. You think it's hot outside. It's 120 in the kiln, and that's after the rain. You see some raindrops up on top of it. And that's not the feels like. I think with the humidity, that 120 probably feels more like 140. But yeah, right. All right. Well, I guess I'm going to get to painting. I was going to go ahead and put that window in, but looking at the window box, it really needs another coat of paint. So I'll paint it, let it dry overnight, and maybe I'll let you folks join me in the morning for putting that window in. So I just wanted to give you a little update on where things stand right now, and thought I'd give you a nice view of the whole front of the house. I haven't shared that with you before since I've been working on it, but you know, it feels nice to get that done. It's also nice to look back there, and there's cordwood all the way across up underneath the window, and I think it looks pretty good. Oh yeah, you can see the light coming in through the bottles in the wall. So there we are. And like I said, the one behind the one with the easy up cover over it, that's the one I'm going to be working on next. Got that to try to keep the sun off of me as much as I can. All right. Once again, this is Bob out here at Serenity Hill. Thanks for stopping by and joining us. We appreciate you taking the time to watch our little videos. So I appreciate you stopping by. Like and subscribe. Tell your friends about it. Hope you're enjoying watching this cordwood go together and watching a crazy old man at work. You know, like I'm always saying, don't be afraid to get out there and do something you've never done before. You might find that you're pretty good at it, and you might just like it. This is Bob. We'll talk to you later. Bye now.